Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I filmed a video, probably about 2 weeks. I apologise, I've had a lot going on. I studied uni this week, and then it was my birthday last week, and then it was my mum's birthday this week, and just stuff. But I'm back now, so hopefully I'll be uploading maybe 1 to 2 videos every week. We shall see, because I'm pretty shit at keeping to a schedule it seems, but hopefully I'll do it. Also, there's a cat, if you can see the cat. There's a cat. She does not seem impressed in the slightest to be here, and I find that disrespectful. She doesn't care. So in this video, I want to talk about an event that happened to me this weekend, and it proves how awkward of a person I am. I'm very awkward. I'll quickly tell you what happened on the Thursday, which was my birthday. I turned 23. I am now well and truly in the adult life cycle. Fuck. I spent the day with my mum, which was nice because I haven't done anything, just me and her, in a long ass time. And we went to TUMBLR and I had one of the nicest pizzas I've ever eaten. It was this stuffed crust cheese thing, but it had a weird name. It wasn't just called cheese stuffed crust. It was like Ravernula. You know, one of those words you have to point at because you can't pronounce it. Then we went to see It, which I was wary about just because it had got so much hype. I thought it'd been the scariest film of the year, which, no it wasn't. For me, all the parts in the film which didn't have Pennywise in were great. Whenever Pennywise came on the scene, the film kind of just went downhill. The whole point of me watching the film was Pennywise, and the only thing I didn't want to see in the film was Pennywise. He wasn't scary at all. I don't know why the director allowed him to make the voice that he did, but the entire time he spoke, the only thing I could think about was Scooby-Doo. The guy sounded like Scooby-Doo. But I could rant about this for a long time. I enjoyed the film overall. It was decent, just Pennywise was a letdown. Apologies to you who played Pennywise if you watched this for whatever reason. I'm sure you're a great actor, just Pennywise wasn't the role for you, I feel. But yeah, moving on, because I really could talk about this for way too long, and it's probably like 2 minutes into the video now, and I've not talked about the thing I'm going to talk about, which is olive bread. Olive bread. So on the weekend, my friend was like, hey, I want to take you out for a meal, because we didn't get to see you on your birthday, so you pick anywhere you want to go, and we shall go and have a merry old time. So I had to think and decided I wanted to go to Ask Italian because I've only ever been there once, so I don't really remember it, and there's a really awesome looking Ask Italian close to me, and I was like, hey, let's just go there. That's new. Sadly, when we got there, it was under construction for whatever reason. I don't know why they decided to do that. Why did you need to do that? It's rude. It ruined my birthday, even though it wasn't my birthday anymore, but it still ruined it. Screw you. So in the midst of me and my friend having a stroke of Ask Italian being under construction for whatever reason, I decided we should go to Bella Italia just because I really liked the pizza that I had and I was ready to have it again. We get to Bella Italia, we get taken to a table, we get to sit down, and then my friend's like, I need to go to the toilet. I'm like, you go do that. I shall get us some drinks. It'll be great. So then this waiter comes along, who's, like me, very goddamn awkward. 2 awkward people is not a good combination of people. It's just a bad set of people, okay? He asks me what drinks me and my friend like. I tell him, but he says that the drink that my friend wants isn't available, but he has this thing that's a really close second to it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if she'll want that. I'll have to ask her when she comes back. And he's like, okay. Like, very awkwardly okay about it. Like, he was awkwardly saying okay. You know? You don't know. I don't know. There was just this weird awkwardness about him. He was an awkward human being who was one of the people that kind of mumbled the words under their breath. They wasn't really speaking or pronouncing things properly, which, you know what, I connected with. I do not pronounce or speak correctly out loud at all. So, you know what, we had a connection there. Again, we're 2 very uncomfortably awkward people, it seems. Anyway, the guy passes me the menu and he says something under his breath and I can't quite catch the first few words, but then I hear the word bread and then I hear to go with while you look with the menu. And I thought he was giving me free bread, because, you know, he said the word bread, even though I didn't know what he said before. But I'm one of them people, if I don't quite understand what someone said, but I've caught a few words, and I think I know what they've said, even though I don't really know what they've said, I'll just kind of go along with it, instead of just being like, you know, a normal human being and being like, sorry, I don't understand what you just asked me. Can you repeat it? No, I'm like, yeah, great, bread. So then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have bread. And he's like, great, bread. And he goes off. He goes into the restaurant, even though we're both in a restaurant. He goes behind the counter of the restaurant. You feel me? So anyway, my friend's still not returned at this point. I've ordered bread to the table. I'm thinking, great, bread. I enjoy bread. Let's eat some bread. And I'm just sat there waiting for my friend to come back. This waiter guy just places some olives on the table. my cat's leaving, she's fed up with the story. Okay, I get it, I go on too much, and this story doesn't make any sense and it's pointless, but can you just let me talk about it? This situation stressed me out, girl. But yeah, this waiter comes over and just places some olives on the table. I'm like thinking in my head, why? I don't remember asking for olives. If I remember correctly, I asked for bread because you said the word bread to me, and I was expecting bread. So I see him scooping up another plate of olives or whatever it was. It came in a little plate. It was weird. I didn't appreciate it. So then me realizing that maybe I haven't got any bread coming, I'm like, I turned to him like, oh, I thought I was getting bread. What's with the olives? And he goes, olive bread. I'm like, I just want bread. And he's like, you're gonna get bread. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I'm gonna get bread. I was like, oh, maybe we just get free olives with the bread. Like some bread. The free bread comes with free olives, you know? Is that crazy for thinking? Am I weird for thinking I was getting free bread and free olives? Anyway, my friend finally comes back and I'm like, look, I got us some free bread and it's come with some olives. I'm not really sure why, but apparently it's olive bread and that's the thing that people in Italy might eat. I don't eat that. She gives me a look and say, why did you do this? Why did you cause a scene? Why are you getting us olives and why are you getting us bread? I'm like, look, he said the word bread. I felt like some bread, so I got us some bread. If you didn't want this to happen, you should have gone to the toilet. You should have left me in charge. Okay? Anyway, the waiter comes back over after I cancelled the other plate of olives. I think I was getting a second plate of olives. I'm not too sure if I was. He was just there scooping up some olives. I was like, don't give me any more olives. That was that. And he comes over, my friend orders that drink, which is to replace the drink that they don't have, and everything's cool. Everything's great. I start looking at the menu. My friend's looking at the menu. And I discovered two horrifying things. Very, very horrifying. The first is, my pizza that I got from the other Bella Italia is not on this menu. Why? I don't fucking know. What kind of Bella Italia does that have the same food as another Bella Italia? Why did you do that? So instead of being able to get this gorgeous stuffed crushed cheese thing, I had to get just a classic pizza, and you know what? It was nice. I enjoyed it, but it would have been so much nicer if I had the pizza that I had before, which was from the same company, shop, place. So that was the first horrifying discovery. The second, as I'm perusing the starters and the other sundries, whatever you call them, I don't know, I'm not restaurant adequate, I don't know the fancy terms and words. I just go there and eat food because I like food. Simple mind, that's me. On the starters, I discover the goddamn olives. And it takes me a moment, but then it clicks, you know, like, you know where your brain's just like, fuck! The olives aren't free. And that probably means the olive bread, is not free. The olives cost $2.99. We have olives on our table. These olives cost money, which then makes me believe the bread also costs money and the bread is not free, and it is my mind breakdown. Like, why is this bread you tried to give me not free? Why is these olives not free? You know who gives you free stuff? Pizza Hut. They give you a salad. And you know what comes with that salad? Breadsticks. I mean, I'm going to Pizza Hut for a pizza. I don't get why you're trying to give me a salad, but I appreciate it's free. But you know what you could give me for free? A cheesy garlic bread. Some fries. I'd appreciate that more than a salad. And I think you know that. I think you know that, Pizza Hut. But that's a different story. We're getting sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked from the real issue. That is, these olives and this bread, which is still not here, can I say, cost us money. And I did not know. It's only $2.99, but that's just for the olives. How much does the bread cost? So I turn to my friend and say, shit, look, something happened when you went away, obviously. The olives are on the table. But they're going to cost us money. Anyway, we just think, hey, let's just cancel these olives and say, look, I made a mistake. I'm a huge idiot. Sorry. But then my friend makes a horrifying discovery and she realizes she's eaten one of the goddamn olives. The olives are now void. We can't return them. They are used olives. Unless we hide the fact she's eaten an olive, because she spat out like the seed inside of an olive or whatever it was, and she didn't like it, and she used one of the sticks. So the stick now had like wet olive juice on it, so it was obvious it was used. So we just thought we'd discard of it. We put it in a napkin and scrunch up the napkin, and we'll dispose of the napkin some other day, some other time when we can get away from it. So about plan in action, we're not going to tell them that one of the olives have been eaten. They have no idea the olive was eaten. So we can return these now. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. So we're all ready. We're ready to return the olives. We're ready to stand up against this mumbling waiter who, as much is awkward as hell, is actually a really nice guy. And I feel bad, but we're going to complain about these olives, which I accidentally ordered and it's completely my fault and I should take complete responsibility for these olives, but I'm not. I'm not doing that. He comes over, we order our food, and then I'm like ready to say something, but some part of me is like, no, I really don't want to say something. So my friend's just like, for fuck's sake, I'll say something. So she says something, and she lets him know that we aren't really interested in the olives, and she sort of makes it out like she's made a mistake with the olives, even though she wasn't here, and the waiter knows she wasn't here. Like, he's not an idiot. He knows it was me who ordered these. And it's like, look, we don't really want these. We ordered them by accident, because I'm a fucking idiot. And so he's like, we have this little quick back and forth, and it's like, yeah, we don't want the olives, we're sorry. And he's like, he's really nice about it. He takes the olives away, and he's like, you know what, I'll take it off your order, do not worry. And I'm just like, thank fuck, it's over. This fiasco, it's over. You know, I accidentally ordered olives and bread, which didn't turn up, which, you know, it's a drama. But it's sorted now, it's over. Problem solved. No, it's not. Because straight after we cancelled it, like a minute, this woman comes out holding a bread basket, which is filled with lovely looking bread. And I will say, I kind of wanted it. And I thought, oh, well, we cancel it. It's not for us, obviously. It's for someone else. No, she goes to it, here's the bread. And the waiter goes, oh, they cancel it now. And this woman is pissed. She's so fucking angry, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously, she's brought bread, and we're not eating it now because we cancel it. She has a little freak out. She's like, why did they cancel it? What's going on? Why did they not want the bread? What about the olives? And he's like, oh, they ordered it by accident, so it's cancelled. So she lets out a massive sigh and just dumps this bread basket on the side. And I'm like, what's going to happen to the bread? Is it going to get thrown away? Because if it's going to get thrown away, we could eat it for free. Which is what I was led to believe was happening. But no. I don't know what happened to the bread. It vanished. But what did happen was a second person came out with a bread basket. And it was also for our table. And this other woman was extremely pissed off. It was a separate woman. It was a different woman to the first woman who brought the bread basket. Why are so many people bringing us bread when you brought us olives, then for like 10 minutes didn't bring us any bread? And now there's 2 baskets of bread, and everyone's getting angry at me because I cancelled the order because I accidentally ordered it because I thought it was free. But it turned out it wasn't free, and it was a catastrophe. A massive catastrophe of bread and olives, and I am not okay. At all. And this woman's like, why did they cancel it? What's going on? And the guy's like, oh, they made an accident. And this woman's pissed off too, and she chucks it down. And me and my friend the entire time are like sat next to the bar, and we're like in the middle of all of it. And they don't, obviously, he knows we can hear, but they don't know that we can hear because they don't know where we are. And so we're just sat there awkwardly, and this awkward waiter just keeps coming by, looking at us, and just like I feel like he wants to say something, like he wants to apologise or he wants to do something. But it's like, I feel like I should be apologising. I didn't. I did when I handed the olives back. I was like, I'm sorry that we ordered this by accident. I got confused, you know. You mumbled. I didn't ask what you said. I just went with it because I'm a stupid fucking moron. But for whatever reason, the rest of the night at Bella Italia just felt so uncomfortable because of this goddamn bread thing. And then to top it off, there was this moment my friend started to die because the guy came to clear our plates away from the mains and he picked up the napkin that we were going to dispose of, which had the sticking and the olive, and the entire time we were just shitting ourselves that the olive was going to fall out. Then they know we're eating an olive. Then they know that the olive was void and that we would have to pay $2.99 for these olives. It was drama. It was drama. But you know what? It got taken away. We got away with the olives. Why? Why would this happen to me? It's made me definitely not want to go back to any restaurant ever because I feel like this is going to happen again now. It's a sign. It's an omen. I can't eat in restaurants ever again. I'm strictly KFC, McDonald's, or Pizza Hut because you know what? When they say, do you want this salad? It's free. You know? It's not bread. And I'm like, bread. And then it's like, olive bread. And I'm like, cool. And then it's like, oh, it costs money. And I'm like, woo! Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I'm sorry that it's really random. I'm sorry it's really weird. But I just wanted to share this experience with you because it was an experience. Anyway guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you are new around here, please subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. That would be awesome. Help me out. Get some subs. Thumbs. That's also leading on to something. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it because I'm a really awkward human being and I need to understand that other human beings out there are awkward or just appreciate the fact that I'm awkward. It would really be nice. And also follow my social medias, links in the description below. Thank you all for watching. Y'all are amazing and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully, maybe this weekend, or if not, it'll be next Friday. Anyway, goodbye.